Introduction. What many people do not realize about the success of a romantic relationship is the fact that it heavily relies on the work you do on yourself as an individual. To illustrate the importance of this aspect in relationships, let us briefly unpack the history of romantic relationships. In the past, people grew attached to each other because it heightened their chances of survival in their environments. This meant that each member of a unit had to continuously prove the necessary skills to guarantee the survival of the unit they belonged to. To some, the criteria was physical strength, while others measured up to mental resilience and insight. Essentially, you had to keep yourself sharp in order to remain a part of a unit. Without this sort of grouping, human beings would have risked extinction because of wild animals and nature in general. What was once a means for a fighting chance against a tough external environment evolved to be a means of co-building a life. Survival became a crucial part of love or romantic attraction, which was influenced by new ideas by world-renowned poets, artists, and novelists that emerged and infected the world with a love fever that complemented society's desire to build. That's not the end of this expansion, though. The duty of romantic relationships, once limited to exist between a man and a woman, evolved into blissful freedoms between men and women and eventually included partnerships and unions between individuals from all over the gender spectrum. Love was not just for survival and duty, but it also became crucial in the freedom of expressions within relationships, giving romance a whole new identity. It essentially became a vehicle for blissful partnerships. In the midst of the evolution of romantic relationships, the one thing that remained the same was the need for individuals to bring the best versions of themselves to relationships. At one point, it meant being strong enough to fight off wild animals. At another point, it meant being strong enough to love who you want freely, and somewhere in between, it meant being strong enough to build economic prosperity while raising children. Today, individuals who do not identify with any gender stand at the forefront, pursuing joy and fulfillment within romantic relationships just as their gender-bound counterparts do. Bringing your best self forward can be challenging, especially if you feel misunderstood or unheard. Genderqueer people exist within a largely binary society with influences such as the media pushing binary relationship cultures to the top of the list. This has created issues in gender roles, which are most often attached to you without a thought because of the sex you are born with. Another prevalent force against romantic success for non-binary people is the limited spread of information regarding who they are and what they want.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.